Take a journey to Hillsborough's First Community Missionary Baptist Church. Every week, you will find here a microcosm of reality, of life, love, and vitality. At a crossroads of faith and family, all contained within these brick walls. Don't be fooled by its exterior. Once you step inside, there will be no mistake that this is a vibrant, colorful community and anything but ordinary. Every week, members meet to celebrate their faith, study the biblical word, and hear the gospel of God. But there is a magnificent universality to their worship and their fellowship that calls upon us all, regardless of religion. Every week at First Community, there is really a celebration of life, in all its small moments, in all its ups and downs. There is so much joy within these walls. It seeps into everything, even the most fleeting of moments between friends, or into something as simple as acknowledging a birthday, making someone feel special. On Kennedy's birthday, she got the perfect gift given her recent unicorn obsession, a full unicorn outfit covered in rainbows. She put it on immediately to model it for us. This joy at First Community is the type of foundational joy only possible in a community that makes its purpose to lift each other up, to serve each other, and to allow oneself to be lifted up, to accept help, because life is not always on the up and up. Sometimes you're on the down and out, and you need to be vulnerable enough to ask for help. Like Iris, who had the courage to stand up one Sunday and announce that she had been diagnosed with pancreatic cancer so that she would not have to go through it alone. She knew her community would cry with her, stand by her in strength and in grace, and pray for her to that higher power. She knew they would continue on with the daily work of pursuing all that is good and right, even if she could not always join them. And they do. Each member plays an integral part of creating the magic of this place. Each member contributes a note to this harmonious song, quite literally. The main choirs are full of different personalities, backgrounds, ages, like the male choir, who sings their heart out every time they perform and gives all of themselves to expressing the deepest of emotions through music. Or the members of the senior and gospel choirs, who show up early on Sundays to get into their robes, but mostly to show off pictures of their grandchildren. Every week at First Community, you will find a meeting of generations, as the grown live by example and teach the younger generations their traditions and values. Even the youngest had the opportunity to participate and learn the importance of the everyday work done here, even if sometimes they'd rather be playing. But there's time for that too. There's always time to be silly and have fun. Sometimes there's a whole day for it, like the recent Rainbow Tea fundraiser, hosted by the church's dedicated missionaries. They spared no detail, complete with beautiful themed decorations and funny skits that made everyone laugh. The most colorful of outfits and of personalities were all on display. As always, it required careful planning. It required generosity of time and of love on the part of community members who are guided to do good. Like Deaconess Shirley Bird, here in front, who joined First Community in 1993 after living in the Fairview area for most of her life. Many of her relatives also attend the church, which has become an even bigger family for them all. She emphasizes, like many members of the church, that she believes deeply in her pastor, Reverend William Richardson, who can stir up a passionate sermon from the simplest of life's moments, like going to Costco. But he is not afraid to connect his preaching of faith and perseverance to large-scale institutional forces outside the sanctuary's walls. He never fails to remind his congregation of the link between their beliefs and the pursuit of justice in the greater politic and economy. He leads them every year in a celebration of Black History Month, impressing an urge for action upon the younger generation that he learned while fighting for many years for the political inclusion of the Fairview community. He is no stranger to organizing, and his office is often a hub of activity before and after the service each Sunday. He has earned his congregation's love, trust, and respect, but most importantly, he gives all of it back to each of them in return, reminding them of their dignity and importance. He knows that the magic of First Community could not be created by any one person. It is the culmination of the lives and love of so many, many people. From Lester in his classic white suit, who was at the church almost every day of the week, helping out with various events hosted there, like food pantry volunteering or Narcotics Anonymous meetings, all the way to young Kennedy, who quietly takes in the world around her and prepares, like the other young people of the church, to one day take on these important roles herself. Every week at First Community, there is a celebration of life, a microcosm of reality, connecting all the little moments to something greater, a bigger, universal pursuit of goodness, an offering of oneself up to others, to justice from perseverance, to acceptance from vulnerability, to joy and to sadness and to everything in between. This is the magic of First Community. At First Community, community comes first.